appreciate that. We've got Tony Bianco of the National Prep High School poll, and he's gracious with his presence here. And Tony, first of all, before we talk about the football game, let's talk about your high school poll, where it started from and where it is today.
Okay, the National High School Football Tony Poll really got it started in about 1995. We started out more or less a little dormant, if you will, on the internet and everything. We then started getting a lot of fan support and a lot of support from the Dick Butkus poll and also the USA Today poll to go along and do a poll. So we did do that. In 1998, we came out with our first official poll and everything, and it just kicked off spectacular, and then all the way to West Monroe taking the first ever National High School Football Championship trophy.
Well, and I understand that you've had an opportunity to talk with the likes of Dick Butkus and those kind of folks.
Yes, I have. I've gotten a lot of support from Dave Smith, who is the editor with the Dick Butkus Network. I've also talked with former editor Dave Kreider with USA Today, who has given us a lot of support in our poll and the work we do week in and week out and everything. We've just been fortunate to get a lot of resources coming in all over nationwide and everything as far as state rankings and everything to produce this week in, week out national poll.
And your national poll this week, it looks like what in the top 10?
We got Concord De La Salle High School, which is number 1. West Monroe Rebels are currently number 2. And Midland Lee, Robert E. Lee out of Midland Lee is currently ranked number 9.
Well, talk to us about what you see in this football game. You had a chance to be somewhere else. You chose to be here. Probably a good choice.
Yes, it was. I elected to come to this game instead of the big game tomorrow night out in Southern California and everything. It's been a great ball game in the first half and everything. I think we've had 6 turnovers, 4 fumbles by Midland Lee. Really surprisingly, Midland Lee hasn't really shown anything to me. I have seen him twice in the past, other than Benson's 79-yard run. So either he's going to turn it loose in the second half, or this could just be a walk away.
Well, as we talked about, the stats show he's got 9 or 10 carries for like 80-some-odd yards, but one of those runs was 79 yards. So other than that, he's been negated fairly well by that Rebel defense, West Monroe Rebel defense. Yes,
exactly, and everything. And I've been here. I got in town yesterday and everything, and the biggest question is asked to me and everything, what did I think the outcome of the game was going to be? And the West Monroe linebackers have always reminded me of a Penn State-type caliber linebacking crew. They've always had speed. They're probably the best 3 in the nation right now and everything. And the key to this game, if they stop Benson, then I would think the West Monroe Rebels would come out on top. So far, it's gone that way.
Tony, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate all the support, and we are just extremely honored to have been the first national champions in your poll.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Okay, Jim, back up to you. We'll try to get Rick Sanders in just a little bit.
Well, by the way, Tony presented that national championship trophy to Coach Childs today at the Rebel Club luncheon.
Yeah, and I was hoping that, I was hoping that maybe we could have done that in front of all the fans here, maybe replicated that again, but maybe we can try to set that up at some other time. But what a great honor it was for all of us here at West Monroe that support West Monroe football, the community, the whole 9 yards, to receive that national championship trophy. So, halftime, Jim, 17-8. Craig, good to hear you back on the radio. And, boy, I tell you what, just a great football game so far.
Well, it certainly has been. And right now, Tony Bianca ranking West Monroe 2 and Midland Lee 9. So far, the rankings are holding up, but we've got an entire half of football to play. Well, you know, Jim, it says a lot about how far high school football has gone in the nation, and not only in the nation, really in West Monroe, too. We never were a part of this before. We never did get to enjoy this kind of thing, and having a national spotlight on high school football and then having a nationally ranked team like Midland Lee coming in here to play, and you can, of course, if you're in the stadium, you can look around at the turnout and what it does for a high school program and for the fans to get to see something like this, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, Coach Childs has talked before about people can say they don't worry about the polls, but everyone wakes up the next week and they do. They get on the internet and check the polls, and it means a lot, you know. And I think, like he said, the Tony poll has us at number 2, which is the highest we're ranked, and it really feels good to know that you're well respected throughout the nation for your football program. Well, it does, and I think those polls help create and generate just a little bit more excitement, if that can be the case, with a football program, particularly one that is in the polls and ranked highly. Right. You know, like I say, we never did have really an identity with the rest of the nation, especially as far as high school football went. Now we do. Everyone, we know who De La Salle is in California. We didn't before. We know who Midland Lee was coming into this game. We didn't before. And now the rest of the nation knows who West Monroe High School is, as we've been a mainstay in the polls in the last 3 or 4 years.